to episode 191 of Credit 101. And in this episode, I want to talk to you guys about your credit card statements and notices. A lot of people don't even look at these notices, and a lot of times the credit card companies will ask us would we like to get our notices via email. And the reason why they're asking this to me is because they don't want us to really look at them. And the reason why I think they don't want us to look at them is because we may have some fraudulent charges and they'll have to fight with the different companies for us if we find fraudulent charges. And not only that, when I had a late payment before, I found out that we have something in the billing act stating that if we get our notices in the mail, but for some reason we change our address and we get the statement at our old address, we weren't able to update our new address, then they'll have to remove the late payment and then also late charges. And I use that to reverse a late payment that I had previously. So I always tell people, look at these different statements that you guys may get from all your different credit card companies. You just never know. Go line by line. And to be honest with you, I did not start looking at my statements until I got deep into budgeting. When I got into budgeting, I had to look at it because I wanted to know, what am I spending my money on? So I started to look at my statements to see exactly what I'm spending my money on. What can I do to cut back on these different things? And then I'll see, okay, I'm spending too much money when I'm eating out, so I need to cut back on eating out. Or I'm spending a lot of money on travel, I need to cut back on that. Or not only that, I need to make sure I'm doing certain travel that I can actually write off for my business. But I started to look at my statements and I seen exactly what was going on in terms of where's my money going. Another thing is you guys want to check your notices. You know how you may ask for a credit increase on your credit card and they'll say, hey, we'll get back to you in 5 to 7 days. Please look and see what they send you in the mail because they'll tell you exactly what's wrong. So when you look and you see, oh wow, I got a notice in the mail, you will see, okay, you denied me an increase because of these 3 things. They'll tell you why. So we need to start reading these notices. Even if you guys apply for a credit card, they'll tell you why. Sometimes they'll send you the notice in your email, but you guys definitely need to look at these notice and statements. And I wanted to talk about a few more things. So I added it to my blog. My blog is on my website, Rickita.com, but you guys should be able to see it down below in the description. But please look at your statements. I cannot stress this enough. I look at mine, even if I don't look at my actual statement, let me be honest. Like I paid my Navy Federal bill today. Even if I don't look at the statement, I scroll through my transactions, make sure that there's nothing that I did not personally do on there. And then make sure that I'm paying a statement balance by the due date. And for some reason, they did not charge me. Make sure that they did not charge me any interest. But please check these statements. And let me actually show you my website so you guys can get familiar with it. Hey, welcome to episode 192 of Credit 101. In this episode, we're going to talk about identity theft. I need you guys to understand identity theft fully. I also have a link down below to a company called Aura. They have a 14-day free trial that you guys can actually use to see if you guys have any fraud on your account, and they actually protect you against fraud. So the next few episodes is going to be about identity theft. So, because this is a big thing. If you guys have identity theft, it can really ruin your life. So the next one is going to be about it to make sure that we're avoiding this and we're staying on top of everything. So first off, you guys need to know what identity theft is. And the definition is identity theft involves the unauthorized use of someone else's personal information, such as their social security number, credit card details, or even a bank account information to commit fraud or other crimes. So there is different types of it. You got financial identity theft. That's when somebody open up credit card accounts, make purchases, or take out loans. You got medical identity theft. That's when someone obtained medical services or prescriptions, and that's in your name also. Criminal identity theft is when someone is arrested or involved in criminal activities. And then tax identity theft, when someone else has used social security number to file fraudulent tax returns or claim refunds. Now, you guys need to know how this stuff can occur. It can happen through data breaches, maybe like a company, your information, like you had AT&T and somebody hacked AT&T, it got your information. Maybe it's a phishing scam. They got fraudulent emails, texts, or calls, and then you end up giving out some of your personal information, or they end up getting information that way. Skimming, maybe they're trying to capture credit card information during certain transactions. Some people even dumpster dive. some people also steal your mail. So you got mail theft. And then you guys have to understand that when it comes down to all these different identity thefts, you may not even think it's even happening. So you guys need to know like the different signs of identity theft. So if you guys see unexpected change to your credit report, maybe you have a new account that you don't even know about, strange transaction, maybe you're getting collection notice and you're like, I don't even remember this. You guys have to look into that. Maybe you got tax issues. Maybe the IRS is talking to you about unfiled tax returns or some discrepancies in your tax returns, or you have some unusual medical bills. You like, I never did this. Those are the different things that you guys definitely have to look at. Now, the steps to actually protecting yourself. I told you guys, get the Aura trial. It's 14 days free. It's a free trial. Go in there and see exactly what they offer. They have so much that can help you through this process. Make sure you guys have your personal information secured. You have secure password. If Apple say you need to change your password, change it. I get that a lot. I know you guys are getting it a lot too, since your password has been compromised. Change it. Make sure you guys freeze your credit reports. Check your accounts regularly, like your banks, credit cards, your credit reports. Just check these accounts regularly and be cautious when you're purchasing anything online. Be cautious and beware of some scams. Like, know when there is a scam. Now, if you guys do find out that you have identity theft, what I want you guys to do is report it to the FTC, contact the credit bureaus, and notify any law enforcement, like just basically file a police report, and then dispute any fraudulent accounts with the creditors or institutions, and just make sure that you're monitoring your account together. And last but not least, we have to talk about recovering. So make sure you guys correct any errors that's in your credit reports. Follow up about any fraudulent activity being removed. So make sure that you're restored to your pre-theft status, and then stay vigilant. Stay vigilant. So if you guys sign up for that 14-day free trial with Aura, when you see that there is things there that shouldn't be there, make sure you guys do something about it. Make sure you guys contact them. They can actually help you through the process. Now let's go over to episode 193. And then I also want to show you my website. So let's check that out. Hey, welcome to episode 193 of Credit 101. In this episode, we're going to talk about how identity theft happens. So we talked a little bit about identity theft yesterday. We're going to go more into it today. And some of you guys may not think this can happen to you, but it almost happened to me. And that's why I'm so happy that all the videos, I won't say all the videos, but a lot of previous videos, I made videos about Aura, because they actually help with identity theft. They'll let you know if your information is ever exposed. And we're going to go over some other things, because maybe you don't need a service like that, but it can definitely help you guys, because I almost had identity theft, and then my mom said that my dad had a situation that happened, and I'm like, what? So definitely we're going to go over that. But the first thing is data breaches. You guys have to understand that when these companies have data breaches, what they're doing is these companies are having scammers basically come, and sometimes they'll take the information from the companies, and they'll say like, all your information been exposed, your passwords. Depending on the company, it could be social security numbers if they're taking over banks and certain things like that. But through data breaches, their data has been breached. They're getting this information. And if you guys have negative accounts in your credit report, you could probably use this as a reason as to why the account needs to be deleted, because maybe it was in a breach. And if you guys check out Aura, I have a 14-day free trial too, just so you guys can check it out. They would actually let you know if your information was ever exposed in the dark web. They could even keep track of like your bank accounts and things like that too. So definitely check them out. You also have phishing scams. Now, a lot of people, again, they don't think these things can happen to them, but think about those spam emails that we're getting, text message, phone calls. I literally got one today, which was crazy. Like, have y'all ever got the one, this is the one I got today, saying that my UPS something it got lost or something, and need me to click the link to confirm it, and is a package supposed to come to my house? That's a scam. That's what the phishing scams can be, or just in your emails. And you also can have skimming happen. That's when you're putting your credit card information in online, or some of your personal information, and they're actually getting your information that way. And I usually don't like to put my credit card information in. I will do Apple Pay. A lot of websites, I love that they do the Apple Pay, and that can, to me, is an extra form of security. But with the scamming, you guys, is basically copying our information during transaction. Now, the next one is crazy, but we have to think about it, is dumpster diving. Just think about people that all they want to do is take over people's identities. They can dumpster dive for your information, so be careful. And also mail theft, because a lot of times they dumpster dive and they trying to get your mail. They may even go mailbox and just get it. You can also be putting your information in online. Like, I was just looking up ways to get more scholarships. I'm working my way up to law school to get my master's in early child education. So one of the things where I was looking up scholarships, because I actually got a scholarship before, and I'm like, I need to get more, because I never thought that, since I'm not right out of high school, I never thought that I could still get scholarships at this age, or even where I'm at in school. And they was like, watch out for certain websites that may collect certain information from you, but it's just a scam. They're going to use your information for other things. So definitely watch out for the social engineering. Public Wi-Fi networks. If you're in public, you're buying things, you on a public network. Credential stuffing. When it come down to credential stuffing, basically it's like our usernames and passwords, basically being on the dark web. That's what I would just say, is it basically on the dark web, or however they're getting this information out. Think about, and then when I think about this, I think about how iPhone, when you put your password in, they're like, hey, you need to change this password, plus like mine is like 53 others. I'm like, what? Because your information has been exposed. That's what I think about with the credential stuff. And so you guys definitely have to look into that. And impersonation, I had someone fake like that was from my bank calling me from the number from the bank too. I don't know how he was able to do that. And they start asking me questions, and I'm like, you should know this. How about you tell me? And I went all the way into giving certain information. And I really thought this was real. And I'm like, how don't you know this? Why do I have to give you this information? So definitely watch out for that. But definitely get that 14-day free trial with Aura if you want to see if you have already had things going on, or if you want to even protect yourself in the future. And again, it's only $14, and it can actually protect your children and their social security numbers also. And there's other things that they actually provide. But let's actually check out my website. Hey, welcome to episode 194 of Credit 101. Let's go over these things that you guys can do to protect your identity and protect yourself from identity theft. I do have a link to Aura, who can actually help you to protect your identity. They can also help your family too. Even just surfing the web with VPNs, they have different protections they can have you for your bank account. Definitely check them out. It's a 14-day free trial. Now, the first thing is monitor your credit reports. I look at my credit reports and scores daily, but you guys can just do it once a week or once a month, at least once a month. Seriously, and have alerts. Like Credit Karma will alert you on certain things. Check your email and have those alerts set. But you guys should be checking your credit regularly, and do not go like a year, 2 years without checking your credit. Don't wait till you want to get a car, till you want to get a credit card to think about checking your credit, because then it may be too late. And then now you're trying to figure out how to fix it, which we're going to talk about a little later on. But please check it on a regular. Make sure you guys use a strong password. I a lot of times let Apple just pick my password, because I might try to pick the same thing. I just let Apple pick my password, and it's a stronger password. I don't have to sometimes worry about that being taken over, or say if one of my passwords is compromised, Apple will say, hey, you use this password multiple times. You've been using this password too many times. So I learned to just go that route. And I forgot to say too, if you guys need a copy of your credit reports and your credit score with it, I do have a $1 free trial to Identity IQ. It's down below in the comments. So definitely check that out. And make sure you guys are securing your personal information. Do not just have your personal information out there. And like your social security card, remember, those things should stay at home. Make sure you guys are shredding documents such as your bank statement, credit card offers, tax returns before you dispose of them. Okay, make sure you're shredding them. Last episode, we were talking about dumpster divers. Like, this stuff is real. And be cautious when you're online, when you put your information in. Make sure that you are on a secure website, which means that you'll usually see the HTTP. If you see that, or you see like a lock on the website, that means that you are on a secure website. Don't use those public Wi-Fi's putting up in-person information, because that'll mess it up. Next, I want you guys to monitor your financial accounts. Log into all of the different credit cards you have, all the bank accounts that you have, and really look at all those accounts. So on my phone, what I did was I put all of my bank accounts in one thing called a finance. Right up under there is my other accounts. So my bank accounts at the top, down below is my credit cards. And then to the right of the one at the bottom, I do have little things that I may use for finances. Um, in there, but you definitely need to monitor. I log in and actually look into my bank accounts every single day. And when you're trying to grow your bank accounts, if you're trying to pay off debt, or you're trying to keep your money, or make sure that you don't have any scam going on, you guys should be checking those accounts daily, at least weekly, or look at your statements. Again, that's a monthly thing, but make sure you're looking at your statements. And protect your mail. Maybe you want to think about getting you a mailbox that actually have a key, or getting all the information or all of your mail sent to a PO box if you have reason to believe that someone's actually stealing your mail, or if you want to protect certain things that you may be getting in the mail. You guys may think that, oh my gosh, I may have scams going on, or I may get caught up in a scam, and know that it could really happen, because I literally get calls, emails, text messages from companies that, or people that's acting like there's certain companies. Like, I just got a text message from someone saying my UPS package has been delayed, or they just want to confirm that it's me, like I sent somewhere else. And it's like, I know it's a scam. I just put right on my text messages, since I got an iPhone, that it is a scam. And make sure you guys are using identity theft protection. Again, Aura is out there. It's a 14-day free trial. See if you guys like it. Go in there, see exactly what's going on there, and see how it can actually help you, because they can help with VPNs. They can help protect your family. They can give you access to look at your credit report there too. So it's so much that they can actually do. Go there, 14-day free trial, look around and see if you like it. I definitely suggest that you guys do. I wouldn't, if you had fraud before, you can put a fraud alert on there. But to me, just a freeze will do. I don't really want fraud alerts on my credit, but a simple freeze can do. You can call the credit bureaus, tell them put a freeze on, or you can actually log into your account and put a freeze on. To me, the easiest when it comes down to freezes is going to be Equifax and TransUnion with the online service. Because it seems like Experian is not doing it anymore for free online. Like, they're trying to make people to do like a credit lock. Excuse me, but I think that you guys should actually call Experian and get a lock. I mean, get a freeze put on your credit. Now, you guys have to report any identity theft immediately. I just had a client where we sent the dispute letter out, and the company was like, hey, if it's identity theft, send us the FTC report about the identity theft, and then send us a police report, and they're going to act immediately. And that's what you need to do. You need to file identity theft report with the FTC, and then you also need to file something at your local police station saying that you had fraud. But let's go ahead and check out the website, and don't forget, get that 14-day free trial with Aura.